What I will show you today might seem intriguing, unsettling, out of this world. You might even be scared at some point, but don't be afraid. It's just the daily life of millions of Chinese people, live streamers and viewers. Welcome to a parallel universe. Welcome to live streaming in China. You may know that due to government restrictions in China, it's forbidden to watch YouTube and Facebook, so you can't enjoy PewDiePie's gaming rantings or Casey Neistat's tech reviews. But Chinese people have their own video services, they also have their own online celebrities, Wang Hong in Chinese, and for some reason, live streaming has become a major entertainment industry in China. So why do millions of young people want to start a career in live streaming in China? Well, mainly for the money. There is a lot of money to be made in live streaming in China if you are lucky enough to be part of the Wang Hong, of the online celebrities. Power laws though apply in China as they do in the US and in Europe, so more than 70% of these live streamers earn less than $15 per month and only 5% earn more than $1,500 per month. As anything in China, live streaming has been industrialized, with agencies breeding their own in-house talents, entertaining the crowd from tiny little studios set in huge streaming farms. SBS Dateline dedicated a full documentary to the craze for live streaming in China, and I will leave a link in the description below if you want to see the full documentary. What can you see on these live streaming websites? It's quite different than what we are used to in Europe and in the US, where live streaming is mainly focused on gaming. PewDiePie is a gamer, for instance. In China, we're talking more about in real life situations. Let me show you a few examples that I recorded yesterday on the main live streaming websites in China. Here you can see the usual chit-chat about random stuff between the host and the viewer, and sometimes they would just stare at the screen for hours, like they do also in Europe and in the US. You have the usual unpacking, but in their own way. Here, unpacking seafood, a crab shell. You also have barely dressed teenage girls improvising suggestive dances, and sometimes they can go too far and have issues with the government. And we are in Asia, so the usual romantic karaoke tunes sung by female and male performers. Sometimes the host would also bring on screen a viewer for a side-by-side chit-chat. We will have another example in a moment. So I've told you why so many people want to start a career in live streaming, mainly for the money, but why do tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions of Chinese people watch live streaming websites on a daily basis? Well, mainly to try to catch the attention of the live streamer, hoping that one day they may have a chance to meet their beloved live streamer in real life. How do they do this? By offering them virtual goodies that they would throw into a chat box like the one that you can see on the screen next to me. If they spend enough on virtual goodies, their mugshot, their avatar, their photo might be displayed at the top of the chat box. You can offer basically anything as a virtual goodie: a bunch of roses, candies, diamonds, scooters, cars, planes, a fantasy tiger, whatever, you name it. And these virtual goodies, these animated icons that you throw into a chat box, can be very expensive, up to $2,000 for a virtual goodie. I listened to an interview of a viewer who said that he would spend up to $300 per month just to try to catch the attention of a live streamer. Unlike YouTubers in the West, who earn their living mainly from advertising, product placement and affiliation links, these virtual goodies are the main source of income for live streamers in China, along with e-commerce. E-commerce is also huge on live streaming websites in China, especially on Taobao, where millions can be spent on a single show in a single evening. Live streamers actually get a cut from the sales of these virtual goodies. The platforms would keep 60% of the sales and give back 40% to the live streamers, except for live streaming farms like Redo Media, who would pay a basic salary of around $1,500 plus 20% of the sales coming from the virtual goodies. Live streaming can also be a sort of cure to loneliness for many Chinese people who have to leave their hometown to work in a big city. They don't have many friends and they want to find a friend, even a virtual friend, a virtual buddy, and they can try to do that on live streaming websites. I told you that you would be intrigued, you might even be scared at some point, but this is the life of millions, tens of millions, hundreds of millions of Chinese people on a daily basis watching and working on these live streaming websites. In the description below, I will leave a few links to additional resources about this topic, as well as the URLs of some of the main live streaming websites in China. Please tell me in the comments what you think about the craze for live streaming in China. Hit the like button if you learned something in this video and want to see more videos like this one. And I would like to finish this video to conclude by saying that China has by no means the monopoly when it comes to silly live stream videos. I found a beautiful rarity yesterday on Twitch and I want to share it with you at the end of this video. I called it From Russia with Love. See you soon in the streaming rabbit hole.
Кружится в потолок по пустой квартире.